Alrighty, hello friends. Hello, good evening. Malik, Dior Bag, One Drunk Man, Who Breezy, hello Brass in 2022, Peaches, Waku Waku. You watched today's Spy Fam episode? So cute. So funny. I should smirk like Anya. Sendvac, hello. Wow, One Drunk Man testing the waters. I see how it is. Hello, Fort Marvis or Feet Marvis. Hello. I'm usually a lurker, but currently maxing a Zenith PCV while watching your stream. Oh, nice. How convenient. How convenient is that? Alright, so welcome everybody. Yet another day of keyboard builds today. It was a relatively warm and more humid day out today. So I was out for a bit and then taking it easy now. It's like slightly rainy out today actually. But yeah, pretty humid today. I hope y'all have been enjoying your weekends. And yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, so the first thing I have to show is I have something from CannonKeys. I got this new set today. And this is something that I was allowed to show you now. It's still currently in the works, but it's something that they are going to be releasing soon. And it is this key set called NicePBT November Fog. This key set, I believe it's the same design that you've seen for the GMK, I believe. But it's coming for in NicePBT format. So CannonKeys will be running this soon. I believe I showed you some other key sets as well that are NicePBT as well. But yeah, this is one of those sets that you know, is kind of like the same colorway that already exists in a different manufacturer, and then brought over to the NicePBT format. But yeah, NicePBT November Fog. Just gonna show you what it looks like though. But it looks pretty nice. The novelties here has this owl novelty looking pretty crisp here. Let me is it not focusing? There we go. But yeah, nice and simple whites and grays in a classic I think icon modifier format. But a relatively simple looking set here we have in grayscale for the details. And looks like we have some of the shifted modifiers here as well, but let's see. It looks like it also comes with some novelties as well. It has this pine tree novelty, this pine cone novelty, and some more. But it looks pretty good. But yeah, this is coming to CannonKeys pretty soon. It'll be a similar release, similar to like the ones that they've done for like, you know, NicePBT like Fuji or what else is there? I forget. But yeah, they have some cool novelties here. Oh, there's even more actually. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. It's looking really nice and crisp. These key sets, honestly, pretty good deal for the price, especially since they come with all the compatibility. I'm definitely for seeing this kind of adaptation of these existing colorways into other manufacturers and whatnot. It's a nice way to sort of kind of, you know, diversify the availability of sets overall. So yeah, but it's looking pretty good here. Let me see. It looks like I'm missing some covers here. And then there's also some modifiers here that have the novelty icons. But yeah, this is looking really clean. I also feel like this will affect the pre-order sales for the gym case set by other vendors. Yeah, that is possible. Yeah. Although I believe this set already ran, right? November Fog. November Fog clones. These are not clones. These are this is actually licensed by the designer. Well, like, you know, done along with the designer. So CannonKeys is running this along with Kruger Live. And this is not a clone. It's an actual adaptation of their set into the NicePBT format. This was originally I was not gonna show this, but I did ask if I could, and you know they said that it's no longer. They had already teased it before, so it was fine to show it off to you guys. So this is kind of like a first look at it. Just wanted to show you guys what the set looked like though. We might use this set today. I think it might look nice on the board as well if we do. But yeah, we'll see. But for now, I'll just put it away, and then, you know, we can go with the rest of the build first, and then come back to this later. Cargo of room? Yeah. I do live in the ground floor, so a lot of cars passing by. Alrighty. So here we have our build for today. So we have our Durock staffs. Okay, so today we're going to be using some Gateron Oil Kings. These were lubed with 205 grade 0. Let's see, we have some accessories here. Have our needed gaskets. Don't need this right now. Let's see, I think these are the daughter board screws, which we'll probably need later on. I think the rest are just accessories, so just gonna put these away. Oh, Nacho, what's up? ¿Qué pasa, calabaza? Juan, ¿cómo estás? How are you, my friend? How's it going? Oh, so speaking of Juan, so Juan and I, we decided that we are going to be taking a look at the Daji Seisero prototype this Tuesday evening, most likely. So we have decided to postpone that to a set date so that it can be announced on socials and all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll be taking a look at the Daji Seisero prototype on Tuesday evening. So for those who are interested in that, we'll take a look at it then. But yeah, if you were wondering from last time, that's what it'll be. Alright, so here we have our PCB and our plate. So on Tuesday, yeah, we'll talk about the board, all the capabilities. It has Bluetooth, it has regular wired, it's PCB mounted with tadpoles and all that good stuff. But anyway, today we have a moon-colored Zenith with its PVD coated black brass weight. Very nice. The moon colorway looks very nice. It's a nice cool gray. Actually, the November Fog set might actually be a pretty good fit for this. So we might consider using that. If not, we could use something else. So it's fine. So yeah, let's get this build done. All right. So today we do have a solderable PCB. Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had already talked about it. Oh no, I'm starting to tell people about it because we all know that we are all very excited about full-time keyboard maker and designer Dodgy Keyboards, professional dad joke extraordinaire, and also excited designer in the you know, in the works, who is planning for some big things in the scene. Anyway, so, alright, actually no, wait, I don't know why I unplugged that, but let's test the PCB first, and go from there. Keyboard dad? Keyboard dodgy. Okay, so let's plug this in. People have been asking about it, that's also why. I got like a bunch of people asking like, oh, like, are you gonna be building that? Like, when's that gonna be? All that kind of stuff. So figured I should start talking about it a little bit. But yeah, it'll be on Tuesday night. Alright, let's see. Looks like it's already flash, which is pretty cool. Layout 7U, great. Regular backspace, that's good. Alright, let's just test it out. Imagine a Wilbur PCB that's not flash with VIA. Yeah, I mean, they always come pre-flashed. Sometimes there are, I personally do recommend most people to flash the PCB again anyway. Sometimes there are updates between the time the PCB is sent in for manufacturing and the time the PCB is made and, you know, and shipped to customers. So sometimes, like, I recommend people to just reflash because like, for example, like the lighting settings, sometimes they're like wonky for some reason when they pre-flash it from the factory. But yeah, I've definitely seen sometimes like cases where PCBs are either flashed or not working for some odd reason, but reflashing normally solves all those problems. Yeah. Alright, so that works. Great. You guys are the best. I didn't know you were changing plans. Oh, no, you're not changing any plans. My plan was to ask you when to make this happen. Yeah. You're not changing any plans. My plans are to work with people to a time when things work for everybody, you know? Some people are more flexible. And they just say like, oh, you know, do whatever, whenever you want. And some people are like, oh, I would like to be there because that's a good way to also answer any questions that people have. So it's a good thing to coordinate that. Okay, just take this cable off now. Okay, so let's get started with steps. We only need 4 of them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this right shift is just split. Yo, dude, you test PCBs like 3 times faster than I do. It's what happens when you do it 600 times. Yeah, it's true. I do test PCBs like pretty much every day or every other day, so it's just habitual now. Yeah. Also, like, I think I've done it so many times. I think my tweezers are like, you know, like, sometimes they're slightly less open, sometimes they're slightly more open. I think mine are open to the exact width of the switch. So I just do this. And it works. Because they're like precisely open to the exact separation distance of the switches. Once you do it enough times, I guess that happens to your tweezers. Oh man. Where's my 205? Alright, here it is. Broken his tweezers. Yeah, unintentional, right? Oh man. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to try all these new boards. We have some exciting new boards coming out. I believe I'm going to be checking out the Pixel Space Capsule, the Daji. Soon I think we'll also be checking out the Gentoo by the designer of the Adelaide. That one's also going to be built soon. Yeah, in the following weeks we have a few exciting prototypes from different designers, and it's been nice to see all these new things too. I mean, of course, like I built the Adelaide a couple of times. Pretty nice board, except it's like a 45%, so I personally couldn't get used to the layout as well, nearly as well. But there's a 65 version coming out soon, so that's gonna be fun. And the Pixel Space one I think is just kind of like standard gasket mount, but that one I think is going to be, it's kind of interesting because it has this like sort of pill-shaped form. Looks kind of cool, kind of like a mix of a bit of like futuristic sort of look. But yeah, I think the design was interesting, and it came in some interesting colors too. Like I think they had like ivory as well, which was kind of neat. But I don't know what color. I think I might be getting a blue one because probably that's what they sent to me. Yeah. Lightning keyboards, what are the best stabilizers according to you? I would say there are maybe, let's see, maybe there are like 4 brands that I use pretty consistently. TX, Stabies, Cherry, and Durock V2s are probably the ones that I use the most. There are times I use Zeal stabilizers as well, but that's only pretty much when people send me the Zeal stabs to me. I never buy them really myself. But yeah, best bang for the buck, definitely like Cherry clip-ins, best bang for the buck. But if you can get like TX stabs or Stabies, they're also very, very good. I would say those two are probably the current the current stabs that just have somewhat improved on some of the like conflicts that people have had with them, like, you know, like lubing not helping as much and such. But in general, every stabilizer brand, including C3, Durock, Zeal, you know, all these different stab brands or whatever, as long as you know how to lube stabs, it'll be fine. It's just that TX and Stabies right now, it's a little easier to get them right, to get them lubed correctly, just because the tolerances are a little bit tighter than the others. It's not a huge difference, but it definitely is a little bit easier. The only problem with those two right now, however, is that they are harder to find in stock. Although I would say that issue is going to slowly resolve as more stock starts coming into vendors in different regions. So yeah, there are restocks every so often through various vendors like Apex Keyboards, Makibo, Ash Keys, Thought Keys. Yeah, various vendors. I think also Divinity, I think, was stocking TX stabs the other time. There's a bunch of vendors right now who are trying to stock TX stabs, for example. So yeah, it's looking good for the stab situation. I mean, at first the demand was really high because they're just brand new and people were very excited about them, but I think slowly we're going to fill in that demand. Stabies are like $1 cheaper than Zeal? I see. Yeah, I actually don't remember what the Stabies cost. Like, and I'm saying, like, another thing about Stabies right now is that they're not currently widely produced and available through various vendors. I think that's the kind of the bigger bottleneck right now, is that they just need to get it through proxies. And then I think then the pricing and the overall like deal for them will be better. But yeah, we're not there yet. I don't think Stabies are not like in full production like the other ones just yet. So you could say Stabies are like a step behind in that regard, production wise. It's just a matter of them like stocking it up in different places. Before people start broken in tweezers for optimal PCB testing. That seems so silly though. If that's the case, you would, instead of tweezers, you would just sell like these little clips. Like little like square clips that are just separated by the same distance. Rayón, Rayón, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien. Hizo un poquito más de calor hoy. Un poco más húmedo aquí en Nueva York. You know, a little bit more humid today, which is something I don't particularly like. Humid days make me feel really tired for some reason. But it's not too warm just yet. It's not full like, you know, summer in full swing. My bad. I'm hoping this summer's not too bad, but considering last summer, I think we're probably gonna hit like record highs again sometime later in like July or August, which is normally when it happens. But it's that time of May now where we get a lot of rain, a lot of humidity suddenly, and then yeah. But today was okay though, nice and warm. A little humid outside, a little cloudy. Now I think that right now it's might be raining outside right now. Y yo hablando en inglés y hablo español. No te preocupes. Puedes hablar en español si quieres. Hablo en inglés normalmente porque es más fácil mantener el idioma. O sea, mantener el idioma del stream nada más en inglés. Pero sí puedo hablar en español si quieres. Sí, más que nada es porque el chat también es la mayoría en inglés, entonces es más fácil mantener el mismo idioma. It's going to keep getting hotter and hotter until we die. Yeah, that is true. Global warming is definitely a thing, you know? I mean, you can tell from the winters. The winters have definitely not been that cold anymore. Evening, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? I know. Evening, Itherac, Matt and Cena, hello, my friend, how are you doing? What's going on? What are you up to this weekend? Got keyboard chores to do, or just shooting anything these days? Ubicas el teclado Zoom 65, me mandé a pedir el Group Vibe, quiero colocarle unos Taptec TX y unos KTT Halo. Sí, o sea, sí sé cuál es. Yo no lo he... O sea, yo no recibí el Zoom 65. Creo que otros streamers sí lo recibieron y le dieron el review y todo eso, pero yo no, entonces no estoy muy seguro de cómo es el teclado, pero digo, he escuchado buenas cosas sobre el Zoom 65. Pero los TX Tabs y el KTT suenan bien. Creo que Katana X Calle decía que los Halo están bien. Creo. Dicen que es bueno la verdad, porque por el precio sobre todo, sí. Pero estás forzado a usar todo el foam aparentemente. Ah, ok, yo no sabía eso. Por ejemplo, a mí no me gusta usar el foam completamente, porque se siente muy se siente muy duro el teclado, más que nada. O sea, se siente que tiene demasiadas cosas adentro y no me agrada cómo se siente cuando estás utilizándolo. Entonces por eso mismo a mí no me agrada tanto los teclados que tienen mucho foam. Más que nada, si son opcionales está bien, porque así ya nada más tú puedes controlar cuánto le vas a poner. Pero si tienen como ¿qué serán? Como como foam de 3 milímetros y demás, que se lo tienes que poner, es demasiado, yo creo. Estaría bien si le puedes quitar un poco y ver qué te agrada más. El Que eso es viejo y petre. ¿Dónde está el sanitarios? ¿Dónde está el baño? Anyway. Dicen que no suena muy bien sin todo el foam que le incluye el kit. Ah, ok. Ya. Bueno. Yo digo que si un teclado tiene que tener foam, y si no suena bien sin el foam, pues estaría bien si le dedican más en el diseño a que suene mejor sin el foam. Y ya que si le pones el foam, si suena mejor, pues qué bueno, ¿no? Pero yo pienso que un teclado no debería depender de tener el foam. Más que nada porque el foam también se va a degradar después de unos años, ¿eh? O sea, no sé si hayas visto teclados así vintage, los antiguos. Como los IBM y demás. Esos tienen foam. Unos que otros tienen foam. Y si ya ves que después de unas décadas que se han degradado el foam. Y es como... Es como un pegamento casi. If you really think about it, cheese is just rotten milk. Kinda true. Kinda like eggs. Gee, Nacho. Damn. The hell is going on here? We are building keyboards today. As usual. This is what I do every time I stream. So welcome Lee Mortachi. I'm Lightning and I build custom keyboards. And that's what we do every time. Pretty much. You cannot deny the truth. Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I guess animal product consumption is definitely kind of nasty on a very objective perspective. Like what we consume is definitely like what we oftentimes say is gross if a person does it, or like if something in nature, like we look at it and we're like, oh, that's gross. Oftentimes, ironically, we are eating animal products that are a result of that kind of phenomenon of the same kind, and it's a bit ironic, but it's true. We don't think about it too much because what we get is just the end product when we go grocery shopping or whatever, or like if you buy it at a market. But I mean the way animal products are derived is a whole level of quote unquote what we consider nasty or gross or whatever. But we don't think about it twice, right? Because that's what we're eating, and it tastes good, I suppose, so we don't think about it. We're like, oh yeah, no, it's all good. That's what it is. Because we jump to be horrified because it's a pet. Wait, what is that? I saw an IG reel where they showed a cat and then rabbit meat that kind of looked like a cat. It was pretty funny. If you haven't drunk milk from the stream from the udder of a cow, you aren't a true American. Yeah, it really is kind of the same in that sense. Yeah, I mean there was a big reason why I also was kind of like vegan for a while, was that I was a little bit like preoccupied about the ethics of animal products, and more importantly, I also just wanted to sort of explore a diet that had a lack thereof animal products, and see how I could adjust myself to it. And it was an interesting experience, and it was personally like enlightening in many regards. Got to appreciate a lot of like what we do currently for our food products. Like there's things that are really cool, and like the way like both agriculture and like farming has changed like the way we like consume. It's good and bad, both sides of the coin, really. I mean, I personally don't mind anymore, and like I acknowledge the realities of it, but yeah, try to keep my footprint to be more minimal if I can afford to. I love meat. I wouldn't eat a cat for sure. I'm not gonna be horrified if someone somewhere does. That's I have to say, Nacho, that's a good take. That's a pretty good take, because yeah, I mean there are some cultures or like specific people, like groups of people who do things like, you know, who consume things that, you know, maybe it's not common in your particular culture or group of people, right? And at the end of the day, it's like whatever they had access to or whatever, you know, became like a standard in their culture or whatever, you know, like, and that's okay. I mean, I guess if you obviously project that to your own standards, it will appear to be disgusting, immoral, unethical, whatever you want to assign, whatever labels you might want to assign to it. But it is true that at the end of the day, it's the act of doing that versus like comparing it to any other different animal product is really the same thing. Obviously very different if you think about like you know, like if it's like an endangered species or something like that. Okay, well, like, you know, conservation of nature and ecosystems aside, right? Like that's a whole different story. Remember, some woman in Chile ended up with a dog chip in her stomach because she ate a street anticucho. I assume that's a kind of dog. That word is a bit foreign to me, but that's what I'm gonna assume. I mean, there was a time in Mexico City, I believe, where there was a little bit of a crisis about, yeah, like about dog meat and tacos, because it was like, what did those cheap tacos have? And they're like, and yeah, and people were like a little bit in panic because they were like, oh yeah, it's probably like dog meat or something. Kind of wild though if you think about it. Anticucho is a stick with meat? Oh, like a skewer? Oh, I see. Oh, damn, dude. That's wild. Do you ever try crocodile meat? I have not tried crocodile meat, no. I have tried like a lot of odd things. Like I've tried rabbit, like different types of birds. I've tried like ostrich or whatever, whale, you know, like shark, etc. Like if you also count like fish and other mammals, sea mammals, but yeah, not crocodile though. Not many reptiles actually. Now that I think about it, if any actually. Huh? I actually don't even know any that I've tried many. Maybe like a type of lizard one time, but it was like a long time ago. I don't even remember. Probably tasted like chicken, just like almost everything that you don't really know about, and then you taste it, just tastes like chicken. We call them pinchos. Is that the word for skewer? Pinchos for you? Interesting. It's interesting to hear these different ways to name the same thing in different languages. So interesting. It's very often, especially here in New York, because the Hispanic population here in New York is definitely not predominantly Mexican, for example. Like there's a lot of Dominican, there's a lot of like, I mean actually like near me there's like Guatemalan, there's like Puerto Rican, there's, you know, there's a mix of everything, and so there's actually a lot of Nicaraguans too. And so I hear a lot of words that are pretty foreign to me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. And then I ask what it is, and it's something I do obviously like know what it is if I just look at it. Just didn't know the word for it. How could you eat whale? I mean, it was just part of a dish, that's all. I mean, how could I? I mean, I did. Unfortunately. Yeah. But it doesn't mean I'm going to persistently do that, or like that's something that I personally want to. But yeah, it was offered to me. I was like, okay, I'll try it. If you manage to kill a whale, why not? I mean, yeah, like they do that in closer to the poles, I guess, and like a lot of seafood based diets, I guess, will also depend on a lot on whale. And you know, whale is not only whale meat, like people will also like hunt for fat and like many other things. But yeah. You tried pigeon? Kind of underrated. Oh, I have, yes. Now that you mention it, I have tried that too. Hello, Papa. How's it going? If you manage to kill a mountain lion, you do you. I guess, yeah. That's that sounds very difficult. All in all. Frog legs pretty good. I actually don't remember what that's like. One drunk man. I have to say I have no idea. Or at least I don't know if I have though. Like I just don't know. Don't remember if I even have. Probably not at this point. Since I can't really remember it. I think if it was like shocking enough I would probably remember it. But yeah. I could kill a whale easily, Jaws style. Wow. Frog legs are dope? I see. Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know much about frog consumption in general. Don't really know too much about it. Like, don't even know what kind of cuisine uses a lot of it, or like it's more common in. But that's interesting. Do you know that on average a whale's dick is taller than most humans? Probably taller than shark. Ah, interesting. TIL. But that's not surprising at all, is it? Astrodip. Hello, mechanical versus optical switch thoughts. I would say that I mean both work as switches just fine. One thing that you're limited in using optical switches, Astrodip, is that only optical switch, you know, like PCBs for optical switches, like they only support optical switches and there's not that many options. So you're limited with options for optical switches. Whereas mechanical, there are so many variations of mechanical key switches, specifically like the MX style. And so you get like so many more options. So in that sense, I would pick mechanical because you will always get the opportunity to change it out, to try different things more so than optical. And also for example, like in mechanical switches, you can also replace like parts of the internals, like, you know, people replace like stems and do like Franken switches, like, you know, springs of course, and all that. But optical, I actually don't know what the world of optical switches in terms of modding is like. So I actually do wonder what switch modding is like for optical switches. Even if like, I don't even know if there is a world of modding optical switches. Like, because of the mechanism, I imagine it might just not even need it. Right? So yeah, I would say mechanical. South US? Oh, I see. Cinematographers, hello. How's it going? I love living in South NA. South North America. Oh, I wonder if I'll need a switch fork for this. A little bit. Oh, never mind. I thought it was tighter, but I think it's fine. Just vibing. I mean, South US for frog cuisine. Yeah, I understood that part. But I see. Didn't know that. Didn't know that though. Didn't know that the southern US would have frog cuisine to be more common. I guess I haven't visited enough places to be as knowledgeable about it. I would try. I wouldn't mind trying. I would not mind trying. Florida man catches frog for breakfast. Sounds like a lot of work, not gonna lie. I do like just getting up and getting some eggs and toast or something. Mr. Kupo, hello. Oh wait, I saw you, but what's up? Would you eat alligator? I would be willing to try it. If the alligator is an endangered species, maybe I would reconsider. But I'm willing to try almost everything, to be quite honest with you. I am not afraid of trying things, especially just for the first time, just to see what it's about. But yeah, I mean, obviously I try to be a little bit more mindful if it's something that, you know, maybe shouldn't be consumed in high quantities. I mean, I think consumption is also about sustainability. Like, you can consume things that might be more limited or endangered or whatever, as long as there is a sustainable cycle around that particular food chain or food consumption, you know, whatever it is. So yeah, I think if I knew that, then I think it would definitely enable me. But yeah, I don't know about alligators though. I would probably do some research before. That's a brass plate? Yeah, it is a brass plate. It's been coated in, it's PVD coated, so that's why it's dark. But it is a brass plate though. Tastes like chicken, apparently. I see. I'm telling you, a lot of things that you don't know what they taste like, and you taste it, it probably tastes like chicken. I've heard that about froglets too, so I imagine that's really the case for a lot of things. Tastes like chicken when you don't know how it tastes. I remember that Reddit post of a guy that made tacos out of his oh my god, that is wild. What the F? Yo, oh my goodness. I don't even know what kind of thought you need to have to even fathom doing that. It's like, why though? Why do you do that when you don't have to? WTF, seriously. I would do that? Oh my god. Sounds interesting. Just for morbid curiosity, huh? I might just put a little bit of lube on the right side here. Maybe a little bit on the left too. Okay, that sounds fine. I mean, it's a question of, would you try human meat if it was ethically sourced? Maybe, yeah. Also, the question is consuming things like, well, your own species also like okay health-wise? I actually don't know that. I feel like a lot of the whole idea around cannibalism tends to be very tends to be the thing that it might also like not is it only like ethically morally strange, but I wonder if there is something like wrong about the health implications of it. Sort of like, you know, I've been here for 5 seconds and I'm out. Goodbye. Okay, sounds good. Any disease that is in the meat can affect you while it's in this when it's in the same species. Oh, okay. So see, I think that's the real risk there. Disease is the real risk. I think that's the problem. I think that's the real problem. I've heard a lot about like that being a risk about in species things. Is disease. Is that it affects you too. Because essentially it's something that can and will subsist inside of you, you know? So that I think that's the real issue. There are a lot of problems there. And like there's too many unknowns because of the ethical grayness of all that. Or well, is it really gray? I guess maybe it's probably not. But yeah. The higher the species is in the food chain, there's more toxins left in the meat. Yeah, see? Yeah, so zombie movies ain't a lie? I don't think zombie movies are necessarily that far off in that regard. In the sense that the problem is disease. Yeah. Yep. So I see the problems now. Okay, so it's totally fine to condemn it out of the sake of safety for people, and also just how like, you know, like issues with like I guess like, you know, I guess like hemophilia and things like that, like diseases that are genetic also, that if like, you know, you are like, you know, you're having mixing of like people in their same family or something like that, like ancestral stuff or like whatever, like that can also be an issue. I mean, I imagine diseases can also propagate in a way that's just not good when things like this happen. So yeah, all kinds of issues can unfold from it, like, you know, not just the ethics but also just like the overall species based implications are just not great. Oh, Mr. Epsilon, hello! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. If you're desperate and Billy's just sitting there, no, I don't know about that. I'm sure you can think of 1 billion solutions before you get there, right? Hopefully. I would hope so. Man, why is college so expensive? Because you live in the US is the exact correct answer. Because you live in the US, yes. It is expensive in the United States. Higher education here is absurdly expensive. That is true. This is true. I just finished applying for my loan so I can go to school 40k deep. Nice. 40k deep doesn't sound as bad. I know people who are like 200k deep, so yeah. Is it necessary is the real question. What's necessary? You mean loans or higher education? It depends. I mean, there are certain careers currently in the world that if you do not have a higher education, it is just extremely difficult. They're a gateway to get there. Is it necessary, like compulsory? Probably not if you do have the skill set and can grow the skill set. But that is also like a self-direction and motivation problem where like, and like also access to resources where yeah, like you might just simply not have access to all the resources that you need if you don't have a higher education. So I mean, there's a lot of issues with the education system in America, and that's like part of where like the problem lies. It's like, you know, like there is a lack of access to certain skill sets if you simply do not have the access to education there. So yeah, you could say careers are almost gate-kept by their own degrees, you know. This is why I like living in the UK. Education is free. I mean, again, there's pros and cons to every place like this, and it certainly is very, very nice to have access to free education and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, no doubt about that, right? If you're wondering what I'm doing with the tweezers, I'm just making sure that these clips are properly clipping onto the plate. Oh, that probably bent a little bit. Wait until you get the final price of the loan with interest. Wait until you just see that number grow, because you cannot pay all the interest all the time, because I mean you also have to get a job that can pay all of that too. So it takes time. It takes time to pay your loans. I mean, some people still have them after decades, so you know, decades of interest accumulating. Yeah, well. But yeah, these are real issues. Higher education system in America. School gatekeeping. Please sponsor my tuition lining keyboards plus JD. I would sponsor higher education if I could, but yeah, no access to that many resources. What am I, like some Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation sort of thing? Or whatever. Like, I don't even have a proper investment portfolio, like what, Warren Buffett or something? Let's allow this in chat because I want to see what people say about this. I feel like mostly Asians invest in nice earphones, keyboards, and mouse. Is that right? Why is it specifically profiled? Why would you say that and specifically profile towards Asians? I don't understand that part. I'm a little perplexed by the choice of words there. Like, I know all kinds of people who invest in nice keyboards, mice, cars, office tools of all kinds, desks, furniture, home goods. This Mexican disagrees, but hey. Yeah, exactly. Diego doesn't want us to get educated, confirmed. What? I love education, dude. I mean, well, you can obviously tell based on what I am currently doing in my career. I currently do, I do love education in a way, but the state of higher education in the US is not particularly great, but yeah. Today I learned I am Asian. Let's go! Let's go! API month, am I right? Today we discover heritage. I was born in Hong Kong but been in the UK for more than 5 years or so. I see. Anyway, I will disagree in the sense that I certainly know people of all kinds and of all backgrounds have very nice keyboards, mice, computer setups, whatever you will. It's definitely not quite. The demographic is not quite restricted as that as you think. I mean, I'm actually kind of curious, but I don't think the demographic is that closed off in terms of representation. It just seems that way because the tech sector is very strong, and there is indeed a pretty large Asian demographic within the tech sector. That's not false. That is true. But also, the tech sector has its own issues too, when it comes to representation. So, and well, stereotyping of all things. But yeah, maybe more public face of the keyboard hobby are Asian. Yes, I would agree that is good. To a good extent, it's true. Which is that yes, there is public representation within the hobby that can seem to be increasingly Asian, or like at least like just the public face of that is Asian in many regards. But that does not mean the overall representation of the people who are within the community and also you know, purchase products and consume are highly represented that way too. It's not the same. It should not correlate. Like, it's not a one-to-one correlation there like that. That's just not the way it works. Can't really judge your statement then, since you are basically typecasting yourself. But yeah, it's very dependent on the circle and whatnot for sure. I mean, there are very high up content creators, keyword content creators that I know that are black. I get excited whenever I find one. Glars is the only one I know. I see. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of, like, I personally think it's really cool to see all kinds of representation in, like, hobbies like these, especially because it is, you know, it is tech related, and like I guess the likelihood could be high that it is, you know, represented by whichever groups are most represented in tech. Like, it's like just by probability, sure. So it's always exciting to see like a lot of diversity, but that applies for pretty much anything. So you should follow Coffee Code. She's black and a newer streamer. I believe I have. Didn't I rate them once? Coffee Code. I might have before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. I remember they were building something, and I rated them once. I think they were building a. Was it a 40% or a 45% or something? It was a smaller board, I think. Hello, Nine Walker. How's it going? What are you doing with the tweezers? Oh, I'm just adjusting the little clips on the switches so they are properly clipped onto the plate. So just pushing the little clip here so it's clipped, so I can see that the switch is properly clipped onto the plate. It's to basically ensure that all the switches are perfectly, you know, flush with the plate and the PCB. Like, if you press the switch as much as you can, sometimes it's only flush with the plate and not the PCB, and sometimes it's the opposite way where it's not flush with the plate but it is flush with the PCB, and that just has to do because of sometimes the rigidity of the plate prevents the switch from properly sitting. And also because of the housing of the switches. Yeah. So I'm just making sure that they're properly clipping onto the plate. Maybe I'll just insert all the switches first and then go from there. I remember Diego rating someone that had a TKL full of splits. Oh yeah, I think it might have been Coffee Code actually, yeah. I do believe they were big on split backspace and all that stuff, and split right shift, which, I mean, it's preference at the end of the day. I personally would say that it doesn't look great, and most importantly, the thing that you don't like about split backspace on a TKL is the extra key that is kind of useless, because you already have a tilde key. So you're adding one key, and what do you map it to? You already have all the nav cluster stuff. You already have your F-row. It's like, what do you map it to? Media keys? Delete? But then you already have a delete. So how are you gonna map that one now? So, I mean, that kind of stuff, you know? That's the only thing about split keys on a larger layout is, like, how are you gonna decide to map the rest of the new keys that you get from that? And also, I guess it personally just doesn't look good. I think. But yeah, that's just me though. I like split right shift on wing keyless TKL. Yeah, I understand. I mean, people like having the function key right there, so they split the right shift as well on TKL, so that they don't have to move their hands. That's the argument, and I fully understand it. Although I personally think, like, if you're going to be using TKL anyway, I guess I'm more of aesthetics first before things like that. I feel like changing the aesthetics of it kind of looks a little off to me, so that's partly the reason why I'm personally very adamantly against it, or seemingly so. It's just aesthetically just does not look very good. Are you pushing the switches so it's clipped on correctly? Yeah. So basically I'm just doing this. I can just show you up close. I'm just grabbing the tweezers and then putting them like here, and then just like pushing the clip like that, so that it clips on. You can see the clip there. I think this one's like slightly less, for example, and I can like push it a little bit further. But yeah, just so it clips properly. That's all. Why is the Gateron logo upside down? I don't know. Maybe the Oil Kings are just like this for the molds. I haven't gotten the TKL. I'm stuck in the 65 loophole. I wanted the Orion 85, but I think I missed GB. I see. There's quite a few TKLs out there though, so not much you're missing out on, I think. Thoughts on the number 2 TKL versus number 1? Typing wise, it's very similar. I would say aesthetic is mainly what matters the most there. I personally like the number 1 design on smaller layouts, and then number 2 is a TKL, but some people prefer the exact opposite of that. So yeah, it all depends on what your preference is for aesthetics. But the number 1 and number 2 TKL, like, they are slightly different design wise, as in like the mounting is like maybe like a teeny bit different, but it's not huge. I would say they're very, very similar. So at that point, I think the aesthetics is something to consider for those two. Is it normal that the clip is pushed inwards? I had a batch of tangerines that came up like that. Yeah. Sometimes the clips get pushed inward, especially when the clips get pushed inward when you're inserting it into the plate. The clip gets pushed inward until it snaps back into place when you are past that 1.5mm mark, so it clips properly to the plate. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't clip properly, and sometimes when you remove switches, like because you're basically compressing the clips with a switch puller. That's why sometimes they can just stay in like that, because you're basically bending them inward. So yeah. And these are Gateron Oil Kings. Okay, going to solder shortly, so let's just get our fan here. Fume extractor. I love soldering, haven't done it in a while. Yeah, I haven't done it in like the past few streams. Hello, any thoughts on this Hangul 65? Hangul 65 pretty nice. I've heard really good things about it. I've actually messed around with I think I messed around with one at least. Let me see. Lightning keyboards Hangul. I messed with the Sangha 60, but the 65 is similar to it. I personally like the Sangha 60, and so I believe the 65 should be pretty good too. I know that Mr. Frank Inomushiki, he likes it and he recommends it to people, so I'm gonna trust his opinion and say that it's a pretty nice board. Yeah. How are they compared to alpacas? Oil Kings come with a heavier spring than alpacas, and they come with a decent bit of factory lubing, so they're pretty smooth even right off the bat. But but these are lubed with 205 though, so these have been lubed over. Yeah. Let's see. Ayo questions. I'm actually building my own board. Is it much different between Gaterons or Akko jelly switches? I don't have any switches from them, and I only want black switches. I would say I personally like Gateron or Cherry switches because they're pretty reliable. I would say that the assembly line for Cherry and Gateron in general, it's really well done. And so they're very reliable switches. I feel like it's hard to go wrong when you pick out any Gaterons, for example, nowadays. I don't know much about the Akko switches, unfortunately, so I can't tell you too much about it. They seem like a slightly newer brand, and so I personally haven't tried that many Akko switches either. So I can't tell you too much about it. I mean, I know that they sometimes come in some pre-builts and whatnot, but I haven't tried many. Yeah. Akkos are KTT. Okay, I see. There are some people who really like the KTT switches, like KTT strawberries and KTT whatevers. Like the Halo Halo or whatever, and people like them. So I'm assuming these Akko jelly switches could be pretty good too. But yeah, I think it's hard to beat Cherry and Gateron in terms of reliability just because they've been doing this for so many years, and their assembly line has they mass produce a lot, and so I would say that their QC is a bit tighter than the rest. Full-size keyboard? This is not a full-size keyboard. This is a 65% with extra macro column cluster. Yeah, cannot go wrong with GAT's cheap, reliable, and smooth. Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of the Gateron stuff. They have switches of all of the whole range. They have more expensive switches. Ings are more expensive than the other switches, regular milky yellows or something like that. So they definitely have a whole range of switches ranging from very cheap to slightly more expensive per switch. So I'll give it a try though. Gateron switch is hard to go wrong with them. I mean, a lot of people will recommend it for good reason. I'm searching for a full-size PCB. The problem with searching for a PCB only is that what is a PCB even made for? What cases support it? So do you even know I don't even know if there's any full-size PCBs because there's no full-size keyboards that support them. So I don't think you're gonna find that. Actually, I don't even think you can find it at all. Unless you're harvesting it from a different keyboard or something. Full-size PCBs? I think you're just gonna have to commission one. If you're trying to replace a PCB from somewhere, you're gonna have to harvest it or commission somebody to basically replicate it. Because yeah, there's not many full-size boards in the first place, especially custom full-size boards. So if you need a PCB, you might as well just ask somebody who has made one or could make one for you. Yeah, I know that so the 1800 is not quite the same though. 1800 is not full size. 1800 is its own layout. It is basically akin to full size because it has a numpad and a navigation cluster, but it's not the same as a traditional full size that people are thinking about, which is the 60% cluster with FROW and the navigation cluster and arrow keys and then the numpad on the right, right? That's a traditional full size, the 104 key full size. That is what you consider a traditional full size. Love Gateron compared to Cherry IMO. I mean, it all depends. I mean, once you start getting into modding switches and stuff, sometimes you might like some Cherry switches more in certain builds, and some people like Gaterons more in certain builds. So it all depends on the build too. So pros and cons to everything. But yeah, I mean, I would say that Gateron is technically more consistent and tends to have smoother switches stock. But then once you start modding switches, I mean, cherry switches can be pretty nice too. Carolina Mech is indeed working on a full size. Also, Zekin is also working on a full size. Zekworks is also working on a full size, yeah, with switch mod. Yeah, so I mean, there are full size boards. Like there's the Equal Z Mountain. There's like the TX108 SE, I believe, is also a full size that exists. There's also like the Matrix 10X. That's also full size, if I recall correctly. I mean, there are full-size boards out there, but there's just not many of them. There's just very few of them. So the best way to have a full-size custom keyboard, I have to buy a ready one and customize it myself, like stab switches, etc. Yes, that would be the correct answer, yes. You likely want to buy something that somebody else has already made, or that somebody else can make for you if you have something specific in mind, but that means you will have to spend that money to commission somebody to make it for you. So let's say somebody does release a full-size keyboard like the full-size Carolina Mech board, or like the upcoming like Zekin's full-size board. I think it's called the Murakumo. I forgot what the exact name was. I think it is Murakumo. Yeah, so you could purchase that as a full-size custom board, and then yeah, you can worry about the switches, stabs, and all that separately by yourself later on. Zekin's full-size looks sick. Yeah, I do agree. Frog TKL plus Frog Mini, but Frog Mini is at 60% though. It's not a numpad. Frog pad, there was a prototype. Oh, cool, nice. Eight stabs in full size though, that is true. 8 stabs in full size, yep. A lot of stabs to worry about, that's for sure. Because you have to add what? I mean, it's 5 for the main cluster, and then 3 more for the numpad, for the 0, the plus, and the enter key, right? So. Do you know anything about this cheaper models like the CIY X77 board? No, I do not, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Hey bro, love your work. Santiago Bedoya, thank you so much. Muchas gracias, Santiago. Saludos. Keegan, what's up? Well, if you are like Santiago and you love my work, you should feel free to check out my sponsors by doing exclamation sponsors. There are a variety of sponsors that sell various keyboard goods and products, and a lot of them do provide a small kickback if you purchase products from them using my affiliate links. There are some that do not provide a kickback, for example, Novel Keys, or CVV Plan, for example. They don't provide a specific kickback for me when you purchase products. However, if you are going to purchase items from them, you can use a promo code, like the promo code BOLT on Novel Keys' website, or the promo code Lightning on the CBB website. Yeah, so you can also purchase, you know, there's also affiliates from different stores. Like we have an affiliate link with Mode Designs, Mode Keyboards, where you can currently purchase the pre-order the Sonnet. That's their new 75% that I checked out the other time. And there's also Zepsity, who recently joined us as an affiliate, where you can purchase the Blue Bonnet switches that are currently on my Praxis IM as well. So if you purchase from them, you can also get a 5% discount if you're purchasing anything from Zepsity by using the promo code Lightning. And you can also use, you can also purchase mechanical keyboards from mechanicalkeyboards.com. There's a creator code Lightning that you can use, and that will also provide a small kickback towards supporting the stream. So yeah, check out the different sponsors available in the channel. All the links are down below in the panels. I will be adding the Zepsity one soon, but basically you can go to zepsity.com and then add the suffix for the Lightning affiliate, which I can provide in a bit. But yeah. I actually forgot to do that before stream, but I'll do it soon. Ooh, it's hot. Right now I got a Motospeed CK104, want to change switches, loop them, and add a custom cable to make it sound less in general. I see. If that's the case, you will have to, you will definitely have to desolder and figure out how to replace your switches. And in the process of desoldering, you also want to be careful that you don't damage any of your PCB components or pads. So that's something to consider. Thank you, Peaches. But yeah, check out all the different sponsors from CannonKeys, CBB, Kinetic Labs, NovelKeys, Omnitype, who has in-stock GMK sets. NovelKeys has in-stock PBT sets. I saw that the new cherry charcoal set would look really good. I believe you can find a video of that and some photos of that over with some Knee Deep took a few photos of the charcoal set. I believe Matt and Cena had a new video of him basically blocking out some of his keyboards with the cherry charcoal set, which is pretty cool. But yeah, check them out. And then there's Project Keyboard, where there's some pre-orders available for, or like they're hopefully going to be selling some extras for Noir or Dolchar 5 soon. I'll hopefully share more details on that whenever I have them. And then don't forget to check out Salvin if you're in the EU, and Space Cables if you are in need of any set to match custom cables, or if you need to pre-order any sets that you might have missed before. Alright, we're basically done soldering here. Oh, I forgot about this one switch here. So I bent the pin, just need to return it. Alrighty. Checking the joints here. Looks good though. Nothing needs to reflow, I think. Yeah, looks good. Okay, cool. Let's test our PCB now that it's done. Okay. All right, key tester over here, and test matrix. Okay. Okay, everything looks good. Nice. Have you used Oil Kings before? I believe I had a build that already had them that I just took a look at. So this is, I think this might be the first time that I am at actually putting them all together from scratch. So yeah. So kind of excited, I guess. There's first time trying them in a way. Okay. Let's open up this case now. We use Torx screws T10. do you try the Dalco in top and O-ring? Which do you prefer? I prefer it in top mount, and just in general. Just in general, I think I prefer the Dalco 959 mini top mount. Same goes for the house, which is another one of the same designer's designs. I don't think the O-ring was really good compared to the top mount. I much prefer the top mount configuration on that one too. Alright, let's put the daughter board in first. I think that's the first thing we should do. So let's undo these guys here. I'm lucky to have both, and I agree O-ring felt a lot different than expected, but it's not bad. I see. Experiente, hi, hello. Okay, comes right off. Okay, so the daughter board is actually installed over here. If I recall correctly, I need to install it this way. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So wait, is that right? Is it this way? Or is it this way? I think it was this way. Alright, let's open up these. Are these also T10? Oh, they are. Okay. Gotta double check that this is the right orientation for it. And so let's see. Oh, never mind. It's the other way around. Okay, that's good. Good that I checked again. Okay, so it's just the other way. You can call me experienced. I see. Well, welcome, experienced. Welcome, welcome. Airenosa. Airenosa. Hello, hello. I had an okay day though, Guapa. Kind of warm and humid today though, so the weather is meh for me, but otherwise my day has been okay. Pretty chill. I watched Spy Fam. Pretty fun. So cute. Always excited for more for that. And watch some Komi-san. It's been hot. It's been really hot recently as well. I see. Wait, Kwapa, where are you located again? Like, where do you live? Like, are you in the East Coast too? I don't remember where you're located. Nice. Missouri. Oh, I see. Missouri. Okay, so that's... I can see why you would complain about the heat though, because Missouri does get pretty warm too. Went to a brewery and had tacos de trompo. Cannot complain. Oh, that sounds so good, Mike. The feeling when you have to pay $1 extra for thin and crispy crust. What is this logic, paying money for less material? Wait, is this, what are you getting, Peaches? Are you getting like a pizza or something? New Komi season? Yeah, there's a new Komi-san season. It's very good. I live in misery too. But goes from snowing 5 inches to raining for 3 days to scorching heat. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. Do you watch Arcane? Oh, I have not actually. That's one show that I've been meaning to watch, but I haven't had that chance to. I have not watched Arcane just yet. Arcane, yeah. I heard it's very good though. I heard so many good things about it. I have it on my list though of things that I want to watch. So I'll definitely watch it at some point. We need more Western animation that isn't for kids or adult comedy. Fair. That's a good take. I do agree with that. So it would be good to see more of it. Definitely recommend. I can't believe they made a whole game out of it. Yeah. Nine episodes, 3.5 hours tops. You have to watch it. I will be getting there. Beautiful hair. Are you talking about my hair? It's kind of curly today because it's so humid out. It's all curly. My hair's not perfectly straight. As it gets longer, it gets more curly, you know? In Korean, we call that pankopseul, which basically means half curly. It's like half curly, half straight. JD's hair for sure. JD always has magnificent hair, that's for sure. No question. Always great. Always great. Always looks amazing. Arcane's based on League of Legends? Yeah. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Best TV series from the worst game ever built. I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that, but it's a fine game. It is easy to get tilted about it because, well, it's one of those games. Strategy required, team play. I mean, it's also League of Legends. It's also based on another game, like, you know, like the whole category of MOBA is from Dota, right? And so yeah. Do you have any lazy caps? The grandpa looking sculpt is a cool one. I don't have any lazy caps actually. That's one of the makers I don't think I've won before. Hello, Kaniki009. I'm from Brazil. Beautiful light, bro. Thank you, thank you. How are you, my friend? Good evening, Funzy. How are you? How's your Saturday, Funzy? Have a good time? Long boy gaskets, yeah. Come to Brazil, Diego. Come to A2's house. I would definitely come to A2's house and also visit Señor Teclados himself. I would love to visit him. Super nice guy, always super welcoming to the hobby, and just overall super wholesome, super nice. Love to see his amazing and large collection of keyboards. Señor Teclados. And also, yeah, of course, hang out with A2, aka Cute, and other folks. So Brazil is a very large country, so I don't know where you guys are wanting me to visit right now, but yeah, Brazil is a humongous country, so I would have to really plan that out, huh? I'll never be crazy enough to go to A2's house though. Señor Teclados is the goat though. What mousepad is it? Matiromero, I guess? Este teclado, I'm not sure if you speak Spanish, but I don't know. It's the Serica mousepad. Serica Dark. Or the Hexagon Dark mousepad. You can maybe find it on Novel Keys website. I should make a deskpad command, huh? I can make a deskpad command, sure. Some other time. Oh, thanks for the link, Nacho. The way it looks nice with no fingerprints on it yet. Brazil has 26 states totaling 5,570 cities. Holy moly cannoli. Oh my god, that's a lot of cities. But that said, not surprising considering the size of the country. It's humongous. Same as the portal, so Tio can probably talk about it. Oh, the sequence. Yeah, sequence, pretty good. I mean, the sequence or the portal or like, you know, the Bakeneko 65 is a similar concept. Is basically the idea of O-ring mount on a 65%. The only thing that you do sort of like, I would say like the only disadvantage of a 65% with the O-ring is that the O-ring is stretched slightly unevenly because of the bottom blocker. But other than that, like the typing experience of the sequence or the Bakeneko or the portal, it's pretty bouncy and pretty flexible. Not many cons as far as that's concerned. I mean, if you like the Bakeneko 60 or similar boards like that, then the portal or the sequence will be fine. Will just be the same basically, but in a 65% format. So overall, I have nothing bad to say about it. One thing is like, yeah, like I would say that O-ring mount boards like that tend to sound a little bit brighter. Sometimes they are a little bit too flexible for people. Sometimes people just don't like it as much. So that's just a few things to consider like that. I also have a portal, but it's sitting in this box collecting dust. Oh, I see. All right. We can try this November Fog key set. I kind of feel like giving it a shot because we already have it here. I feel like it'll be fine. And sure, let me hydrate too. Okay. Let's see. Wait, are there several different kinds of arrows? Oh, I see there's accent arrows and regular. Well, let's just do regular. Yo, Jordan, what's up, buddy? Oh, hi, Diego. Oh, hi there. Oh, hello. How's your weekend, dude? How's it going? I hate that you were on the front page because now all I have been doing is researching building keyboards. Really enjoy the content, thank you. Limpras Putin, thank you so much for enjoying the content. I hope that the rabbit hole doesn't take you in too deep, but welcome to the hobby. We got you. But if you do need any help, you know, feel free to let us know. You can always ask questions here. You can always join Discord server, like my Discord server or other people's. There's a lot of content creators out there too, who also have Discord servers where people can help you. But yeah, it seems a bit overwhelming at the beginning, but it's really not so bad. I do think that a lot of resources are available now, and there are also a lot of ways to get things now that have become more and more accessible over time. So yeah. Anyway, welcome, and I'm glad you enjoy the content as well. Despite the debilitating allergies, not bad. Yo, Jordan, so I also realized that I'm feeling allergies this year. For some reason, this year I'm feeling allergies, but not previous years. So I did get some, I got some non-drowsy allergy meds and had to take them today because it was definitely like affecting me. Like, you know, had like itchy nose, itchy, like, you know, itchy mouth or whatever, teary eyes, all that stuff, right? The older you get, the more it hits you. Oh, I see. I thought I had COVID. I tested twice this week because they're that bad. Damn. Wow. Speaking from the deep end, hi, welcome. Nice, now get interested in audio PC building and mice. I've already researched dyeing and casting resin keys. Oh, wow. Really? You're interested in the making part of it? That's cool. novelties. Let's see. Maybe use this one. Oh, there's a few 1.5 novelties here too. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see. Let's try this. The 7U spacebar, and then maybe I'll do the Alt keys here. Let's try something different. Let's try maybe these two. So we can change it up a little bit. Maybe let's change our super here. All right, where's our regular pipe? Regular pipe, here it is. And then let's see, let's match the escape with the accent. Now maybe you can put some artisans or something. There's too many slots for that, so maybe I'll just do just the corners. That's gonna look a little weird, huh? Do all resin? Oh, I see. We can do all resin. Sure, fine. We can do all resin. More reasons to use it. So, if that's the case, let me get a home key for this here. Right. Unless I have any other things. No, I think that's fine. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Looks good. All resin even if it doesn't match? Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Put some... Maybe we can do it by pairs. Oh, this is taupe, I think, so this won't do. Okay, maybe we can start with something like this brownish color. Maybe we can do the Nirvana and the Reaper. Let's do it at the top here. And then we can do like this drip and this coppery sort of tone here. And then we can do something maybe gray. That bottom boom-in looks nice in the right case. Okay, we can do this. So something green. Let's match it with something greenish as well with it. Maybe it's too bright. Let's see. Let's do grays though. Maybe we can do this Keylock with this Corby. Okay. Oh, this bongo would go pretty nicely with this, I think. Or maybe we can do the... Oh, maybe something like this. Put it over here. B3. B3. The rabbit and the bongo. Wait, which other ones? The rabbit and the bongo. Okay, well, I think someone chose this, and then we can also do trying to think. B5 and the grapefruit. B5 and the grapefruit. Oh, okay. Wait, which ones? Oh, I see. This is a kiwi, but yeah. Are the switch pins and PCB slots they fit into universal orientation? I mean, this is like south facing, but yeah. Okay. Maybe actually we'll do this like this. How about that? Oop. This is. Oh, it's like binding. Okay, hold on. Let me switch the order here. Sometimes these don't like to play with each other next to each other when they're like next to each other, so you just need to mess around with the order a little bit. Need to be a little bit bigger than the other sometimes. Isn't perfect, but it's okay. They just need to look cool. I mean, yeah, for sure. Where do you get your caps? This is NicePBT November Fog, which will be coming to CannonKeys soon. TM, I mean, pretty soon. That's something that they're currently working on, and I'm just showing you guys what it looks like. And then the artisans, it's either traded or raffles and so on. Yeah, so I purchase it from makers directly, from raffles or sales that they have. And then I also trade for keycaps or purchase them from the aftermarket as well. So yeah, it's a variety of them. All right. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's stop the music here and let's give this a try. Audio good? Everything good here? Alright, so today we have NicePBT November Fog on this Zenith built with Gateron Oil Kings. This is it has a brass plate on it today, so a little bit different from our usual aluminum or plastic plate builds. But yeah, brass plate today, and Oil Kings with NicePBT November Fog. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let me open up monkey type here. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Oh, Gordon got timed out. Also, is this a what? It is brass plate. Yeah, it is brass plate. Oil Kings but relubed? Yeah, these have been lubed with 205. Yeah. These were lubed with 205. Pretty lightly, I think, but yeah, they don't feel like over lubed or anything like that. So yeah. All right, here are the mods and the rest of the keys. Yep. Sounds like a brass plate. It is indeed a brass plate. It sounds kind of hollow to me. It's not very hollow at all. I would say it's just muted, actually. It's kind of quiet. It definitely sounds quieter than other builds that I've tried. For example, actually, I can bring my Zenith. So yeah, I can do that. I'll be right back. I'll bring my Zenith and we can compare it to my to the one I have with Moss switches. So I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So this is my own Zenith here. So I'll unplug this for a second. So brass plate definitely will sound different from the aluminum plate. Mine has an aluminum plate, pretty sure. Was it aluminum? Wait, what did I build mine with? Oh no, I built mine with FR4. My bad. I built mine with FR4 and JWK switches, and this has GMK caps. So it's gonna sound pretty different. Yeah, this was FR4. Yeah, so like if you compare here the two. Yeah, so it's like probably a combination of the keycaps too, you know, like if I just say like The NicePBT caps are pretty thick. Yeah, they are thick. I think they're still standard 1.5 or 1.6 millimeter thickness. I can check, but I don't think my caliper, I don't have, do I have the batteries on the calipers? Oh no, I don't. NicePBT use the same blanks as Xiaomi. Oh, I see. Oh, is that right? So is it 1.6 or 1.7? I see. I mean, I guess we can always compare them side by side. Just take off one of these. Because we know that GMK is basically 1.5, right? So I guess, yeah, it might be like slightly thicker. Oh yeah, it is slightly thicker at the walls. But, yeah. It's not a big difference, though, to be honest with you. So maybe like 1.6 or something like that. Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, November Fog is looking really good. It has this like grayish, greenish sort of tint to it. It looks very pretty. It looks really good on this like moon color Zenith. It's the gray one. So I think this set will look really good on a lot of like the neutral tone boards. Like I would say like any black, gray, or silver will look really good with it. So even like blue would look pretty good with this, or green. Yeah. What happened to your second B? What do you mean second B? Oh, for Future Funk. Oh, it's because I don't have the spacebar kit. That's why. That's what you're wondering. Yeah. All right. They're using by Xiaomi, Shampoo, and NicePBT. Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm using GMK Taro spacebars, the darker modifier ones. They're pretty dark, so they blend in really nicely with the set. Alrighty. So that's what that is. Are there Xiaomi PBT sets that are just blank? I have no idea. No idea. Yeah. But yeah, take a look closely at the Zenith here, built with November Fog and these Oil Kings. Looks really good, I think. I really like the Zenith colorway too. It's like a nice, cool gray. It's not a warm tone either. It's right in the middle. As far as grayness, it's not like a dark gray either. Looks really nice, I think. Yeah. And November Fog, honestly, this colorway is really cool. I like it. It's supposed to be the same as the GMK one, right? I think, colorway wise. Yeah, looks good. Yep. Is that perhaps the new injection molded one? Yeah, it is. Here's the sides of the Zenith. Row 1 through 4. The VOD just got posted. Yep. Yeah, I think I had it scheduled. So, yep. There's the back, bottom. But yeah, looks very nice. I think there's dust. How do you like the Praxis? Oh, it's really nice. I really like it. It's very light. It's only like 600 grams in weight, so it's super light. But yeah, overall it's really nice. I mean, it comes with a hot swap PCB. It's split backspace hot swap PCB. Has these side-facing LEDs. Pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, the rest is pretty much standard Alice layout. Uses any standard Alice plate, so if you have any Alice plates laying around, you can use those too. This one came with a black aluminum plate. Does it have an option for a solder PCB? They will have solder PCB, yeah. And yeah, it came with stabies as well for stabilizers. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal. It's like 135 plus shipping, and it comes with a case, plate, PCB, and stabilizers. So good deal, IMO. Yeah. That's a deal and a half if I've ever seen one. Yeah, it's also their introductory price, so they're going to be like $10 or $15 more, like cheaper than their future rounds. But yeah. Oh, Joran, hello. How's it going, buddy? Gotta install 7TV. Yeah, 7TV is the new goodness. All the fun emotes. So exciting, your community grew like 1,000 people in the last couple of weeks. So amazing. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Geo doesn't even have BTTV for his stream. Wow. Jordan Storm managed to fail 500, 250. Yeah, 250. Quite a few, yeah. Alright, well, I think that's all I got for today. I guess I can. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for stuff for building today. I mean, so again, as I was saying, next time on Tuesday we'll be doing the Dodgy Keyboards Seisero Proto. So it's a 60% from Dodgy. Mr. Juan Inamili, I'm not sure if he's still around, but we'll be doing that on Tuesday evening. Do dropped and repeating inputs sound like a firmware issue for you? Yeah, it sounds like firmware. I mean, so it depends, Funzy. I've actually had that issue in different ways. One time I had like kind of like a laggy sort of like input, and reflashing pretty much cleared it. So it was like definitely firmware based. Another time I actually swapped the USB cable and it was fine. I think it was because there was like, maybe it was my USB hub not handling the traffic properly or something. Something was problematic about my inputs, I guess, to my computer. Because I do have like a shit ton of things plugged into my computer right now. Like I have 2 USB hubs, and I have like, you know, I have like the power to, like I have the power supply to my 2 cameras. I have like the receiver for 2 different mice, and then I have like 4 different USB cables. So, you know, I have a lot of stuff going on from my USB hubs. So like sometimes maybe that could be an issue. So yeah. Yeah, I've mostly had issues like firmware based, and I don't think it was anything hardware related because there was nothing I could do about it. I checked the diodes, I checked the controller, nothing was shorting or anything like that. Yeah, it's weird. But if repeating inputs like chatter, I would try just replacing the switch. But dropped, yeah, I mean, if it's one letter, one specific key, I would just replace the switch. Don't even bother opening up and checking. I would just replace the entire switch and see if that helps. If it's like very specific letters, that could be it, especially if you're using like MX blacks or MX browns or something, like old ones or something like that. I think some people have had issues like that with like JWK or Texie switches too. So but yeah, I've experienced that with TGR PCBs. I mean, you can experience that with any PCBs, I feel. Whether it's boot mapper or QMKV, I've definitely experienced it on both ends. So, but sometimes the problem was just differently routed. Like sometimes it was just firmware, and sometimes it was something else, like the USB cable. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else to show for now, so I'm probably gonna conclude the stream. Again, thank you everybody for sticking around. Let's we can go raid someone if there's anybody who is currently doing any keyword stuff. If not, we can just wrap it up here. I actually don't see any keyword people currently live. I think Yura was streaming earlier, but she had to go. And I actually don't think there's any keyword people right now who are live. So yeah, we can call it a night. Again, thank you all for stopping by. Next time, again, Tuesday night, we're gonna be doing the dodgy keyboards Seiseto prototype, that's 60%. I might do something else. I'm not sure if I'll do something tomorrow. It actually depends on when I come back from like an appointment. So yeah, if I do have time, I might build something, but if not, I'll probably see you guys on Monday. Yeah, but I might fit something else soon. I haven't checked when to do the Gen 2 prototype stream, but I will be building the ABEC 13's Gen 2 prototype. That's a 65%. That's the Adelaide. Sorry, not the Adelaide. The Adelaide. The Adelaide. I get confused with the Adelaide PCB from McLovin, but the Adelaide is a 45% that ABEC designed, but there's now the 65% called the Gen 2, and I'll be building that soon. That's from CannonKeys. So that one will be going on sale through CannonKeys, I think at the end of this month. So we'll be checking out the prototype before that. And yeah, Tecladitos is live. Who's Tecladitos? I actually don't know. Tecladitos. Tío Tecladitos. Is that right? Is that them? Armando Otera 65 con switches Boba LT. Okay, cool. We can go raid Tío Tecladitos. Yeah, sounds good. It's got like 18 viewers. Yeah, that's fine. They have a Spanish speaking stream, but doesn't matter. Keyboards. Hopefully we can just you know, raid, and hopefully he'll give you a welcome, and you know, we can hang out. Man, Tío Tecladitos is a stream. They seem to be a smaller. Their name is Rodrigo. They're in Chile, and they build keyboards as well, and they do a Spanish-speaking stream. They're currently building a Thera 75 with some boba switches. All right, friends, let's go raid Tío Tecladitos and say Miago raid. Hola tío, ¿me puedes comprar un nuevo teclado? Type what? Okay, yes. Buena concha tu madre, ¿me puedes comprar? Buena tío, concha tu madre, ¿me puedes comprar un nuevo teclado Miago Pog? Like that. Alright, there we have our... Oh wait, did the Miago Pog not go through? Oh wait. Miago Pog. There we go. Right? Wait, why is it not... Well, I don't know why it's not showing up. There we go. Alright, friends. Let's go raid Tio Tecladitos. Have some fun over there. Spanish speaking streamer. They also do you know, keyboard content. So, all right, friends. Thank you again. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, if not on Monday. But for sure on Tuesday night, I'll be building the Daji 60. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye bye.